Hey guys, so I just woke up, if you can't tell, and I just wanted to show you how I have been using my Imani powder foundation recently. I know I tend to use a lot of liquids in my videos, and that's because I like fuller coverage because I have, you know, breakouts sometimes and hyperpigmentation, things like that, and redness. But the Imani powder foundation, I really like using it damp. And a lot of mineral foundations, if you have a bunch of them sitting around and you don't love just one of them, try using some jet. I live in an area with lots of jets. If you don't love just one of them, try taking some of them and using them with a damp brush or sponge. So what I like to do is use a little bit of aloe juice and put it in a container and wet my brush, and you just take it and swirl it into the compact. And what this does is it creates sort of like a cakey look to the powder, and it gives it, you know, the cream to powder foundation compacts, things like that. That's kind of what this does. So I like to just dot it on, like pat it. And what you'll see is that it just starts to give you like a fuller coverage than your powder usually would. Now, the less damp that your brush is, the more coverage you're going to get. The more wet it is, the lighter you're going to get with the coverage. So right now, it looks like it's too dark for me, and it's, you know, it's going on like really wet looking, but you'll see in a minute as it starts to dry that it's going to turn into a nice full cover powder. And there are some powders that have a powdery finish once you do this. There are some of them that have a nice glowy satin finish. One in particular that has a nice satiny finish that gives you like a, that lets you keep that dewy kind of glow is Manave Mineral Foundations. This one has more of a flat matte. So if you have really oily skin, this is something really good to do. Plus, it feels really good, especially in the summertime. If you keep your aloe juice in the fridge and you take it out and it's cold, and you either spritz it on your face and then, you know, use the powder, or if you spritz it on your brush and use the powder, it's refreshing and it's hydrating. It doesn't feel greasy or anything. You can see how pretty full coverage that is just for using a damp brush. So once it starts to dry, you can, I don't know if you can see, but it starts to look powdery. And once that happens, all you need to do once it starts drying is you're going to take your brush, like a fluffy brush, and you're going to just start buffing like this. And all that's going to do is break up the powdery look. It's not going to mess with the coverage at all or anything like that. Do you guys mind? Do you mind? Mommy's trying to film a video. Really? Aloe in it is going to be repairing and hydrating. So this is really good for any time of year. The aloe is great for oily skin. It's also good for repairing acneic skin. In the summertime, it's good for priming for makeup. In the wintertime, it's good for dehydrated skin in the wintertime. So this is just all around great. So, alright, so I'm going to show you guys. You just want to buff, 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 buff. You can see, I don't know if you can see the little bits of powder. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, leave your comments below, and let me know what foundations you have tried with a damp sponge or brush and that you really just love the finish. I've tried some foundations that I'm not in love with as far as them being a powder, but once I try them damp, I am just absolutely in love with them. So let me know which ones you have tried that with, or if you've had any successes with, or go and test them out now that you've seen this video, and let me know below if you found any new loves. Love you guys, thanks. All right guys, so I'm gonna show you how this little full lips thing works. I have had lots of comments about how I don't need fuller lips, and you know, my lips are beautiful the way that they are, about how I don't need fuller lips and my lips are beautiful just the way they are, and you know, things like that. And that's nice. It's super kind of everybody to say that, but I'm just reviewing it and it is just a fun thing to do. I'm not going out and getting my lips done. In fact, I think, as silly and insignificant as some people may think that something like this is, I think it actually may, because it works, may reduce the people feeling the need to actually get their lips injected, because they can actually just use something like this that's inexpensive and works at home. So the best way to use this is to dampen around your mouth. Look at this. You pucker up your lips. Look at this. And essentially, what you're gonna do is you're just going to suck there, like you're sucking in a straw or something, and it's going to suction it to your face. Sometimes it can take a little while to get the hang of exactly how to do it for your particular lips, but I found that when you have smaller lips, going with the smaller size is best. I know people with smaller lips want to use the big round one and the large one, but this actually will fit your lips and will make them larger, as opposed to the larger one is actually for people with larger lips. Now you can work your way up to that using the smaller ones, but I don't feel like it's necessary. But if you want the like over the top, like porn star lip, that's a way to go. But the thing I found that works the best with this is if you actually not only put your whole mouth in it, like so, but if you suction it with your mouth open a little bit. Just be careful not to let your tongue get sucked in, because you'll get canker sores and a little, you know, hurt your taste buds. But if you suck like, and you're getting the under part, look like Mr. Ed. But if you get this under part of the lip to be fuller, it pushes the other part of the lip out. So I'll show you guys that. It takes me a couple minutes to get it right. Well, I think that's pretty sufficient. What do you guys think? You can see, once I go ahead and use some lipstick and some lip liner, things like that, they'll look even fuller. So I will go ahead and show you guys that as well. Actually going to use my Red Apple Beauty little gift pack here. I got... These are so beautiful. They smell great. I can't even, they have this beautiful little black apple on the top. They come in these beautiful packages. This is very nice packaging. This is in the color Ooh La La, which I'm absolutely in love with. It's this deep, rich, berry nude color. And then this is Blush, color Blush, if you can see that. And this is like a nudie, like a burnt brown, pinky lip liner. So I'm just going slightly, just slightly over the line of my natural lip once I've used this. Once I've used my full lip enhancer. And I'm just going to fill in the line right in between my natural lip and the lip liner. And for your bottom lip, you want to focus the fullness at the center. So you want to go where the shadow, you see the shadow right here, you want to line that so. That, and that draws the lip out and down. This liner is a beautiful color, just to fill the lips in with if you want a really beautiful matte color. But I really like to fill it in with the Ooh La La. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The Ooh La La lipstick has a satin finish to it. So if you want a matte finish, you can use a matte finishing powder over your lips. That usually sets your makeup. Or you can apply a matte balm beforehand. I really love matte lipsticks, but this has sort of it's a semi-matte look, but it doesn't make my lips feel as dry, and it doesn't show as many like dry lines and things as a matte finish would look. So this is an absolutely perfect formulation if you like the matte look, but you do not like the dryness of a matte lip. You just can't stand it. I know when I typically apply a matte lip, I not long after want to apply a lip balm or something moisturizing to my lips. So
all right, guys, these are my Georgie Faux Lashes number 3 LA Starlit. I'm going to go ahead and put these on with the glue and lash applicator that came with them. At first, I'm just going to cut them to size to fit my eye perfectly and use this amazing lash tool that they sell. It's fabulous. And then the vegan glue that comes with it. Just let it get a little bit tacky, about 30 to 60 seconds before you apply it. And I just cannot tell you enough how this tool came in handy. It really helped me apply them perfectly, and I have never gotten on lashes in my life to stay and to look good, and these just stayed, and I'm just freaking amazed.
So these were the Georgie Faux Lashes Ultimate Volume number 3 LA Starlit, and these are made in New York, and they are vegan lashes. And I'm just going to tell you guys, these look absolutely gorgeous, and it usually takes me a really long time to get lashes on. In fact, these probably would look better if I had someone that is really up on how to put on faux lashes. But, I mean, they look fine for my first time ever getting faux lashes to stay on. And this tool that they sell is absolutely a necessity. This is by Georgie Beauty as well. And this has the little grippy things on it, and it fits to the contour of your lid, and you can press them on there, and then you can pinch them together and set them so it gets really close to the lash line. It looks more natural. And these are soft, and they're on, like they're staying. They don't feel heavy. And I'm thoroughly impressed. I think these are gorgeous, and I think these would be a really awesome gift for someone as well.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and be sure to check out Georgie Beauty and Red Apple Lipstick.